everyone, my name is Sachin. I'm 12 years old. Today I'm going to present about the interest and scale. So first is interest. So what is interest? So interest is like money you receive more. So let's say that you put your money in the bank. Every month or every year you get more depending on how long you set up to let it there. So like you get more money back. So for an example, like you put $300 into the bank with the interest of 10%. No, I mean like maybe 15% per year for 3 years. Then now what's at the end? Then when you're gonna look at the bank after 3 years, you're gonna get around like, wait, let me calculate, 45% times 300. $45 times 2 equals 90 plus 45 equals 135 0 0 0 0 135 thousand one 14,500 divide by 100, then you'll get back like, okay, so then you're gonna get back 4, or you can just see into your bank account after those 3 years are like $445. Well, if you don't know where that money comes from, it's from interest. Interest is visible through debts and the money you put in the bank. So like you will get interest from the bank, and if you borrow money for someone, the interest will grow and you will have to pay more than the beginning, the amount of you asked for at the beginning. Like your debt will increase time by time. So what's the, what should I say, equation to calculate the amount of money you're gonna receive after adding the interest and the money at the beginning? So the equation is money that you will receive or at the end is equal to the money at the beginning that you borrow or you lend to the bank, whatever, so times the interest times the how long is it, so like 3% per year, and then it's like 4 years. Okay, then you're gonna times that 1% per month, then 5 months. Yeah, so this even month, even days, like in debt to your friend, you like borrow only a little, then they'll be like 1% per day interest, bro. Yeah, and so yeah, as you see it. Oh, and if you're gonna like have to want to know how much debt you're gonna pay, or want to know how much money you're gonna receive from your bank or the person who you lend your money to, then it's gonna be that's only the interest that you're gonna get, the amount you get from your interest. Then and here's the money at the end, like the money you see in your bank account getting added more, or the more money you get in your debt receiving, or the amount of money that you have to pay more than at the beginning you borrowed from someone. Yeah, it's gonna be, let's say X is the money you have to pay for debt or receive for debt or give to the bank to receive back, or from loans, debts and loans, it's kind of the same thing. And then it's gonna, and Y to be the money that you're asked for, well, or let somebody borrow, that's in the debt part, or the amount of loan you borrowed at the beginning from the bank, or the money you put into your bank. Okay, so Y times interest times time, like 1% per year times time, 3 years, 3% there. Then you're gonna add your x, I remember. Yeah, no, y, I mean. So it's gonna be y times interest times time plus y equals x. I already told you. Y, money at the beginning, let's just say it like that, and x, the money at the end. Next, we're gonna have a multi-step percent problems. Multi-step. Kind of hard, but still easy. So it will always start in the operation. What do you call it? The order of operations. Starting from, oh my god, I don't really know how to call it. Curved shape. Yeah, let's count that. In percentage problems, the most likely 2 steps only, right? Most likely don't have those, but they may have like multiply, then divide. Yeah, like, let's see. Let's say that you receive $5. It's like in interest. You're gonna receive $5 a month for 3 months. That's a multi-step percentage problem. So let's solve it. You'll say you're gonna put in $500 or whatever it is, 500 pounds. So yeah, let's say 500 pounds into the bank. And the interest rate of 5% per year for 3 years. Well, interest times time, that's gonna end up with 15%. Then 500 times 15%. Wait, let me calculate. I hate whenever this happens. 500 plus 500 times 15% equals to okay, so then you're gonna get back 75 pounds in interest. So that's the multi-step percent problem. Next, we're gonna have the scale factors. 2 vocabularies for this: original and scaled. The original, the correct size. All the lengths are all correct. The scaled, it's either a smaller or larger form of the original model, whatever. They use it in construction, building a blueprint. Yeah, they need blueprints up for building, before building. Then you're gonna calculate lengths with a given scale. Let's say the scale 1 divided by 10, ratio 1:10. And the original one was like, let's say the original one was like height 5. Let's say the original picture was a triangle with a height of 5 centimeters and the base of 10 centimeters. Now, how about when you're going to take it and then you turn it into the scale version? Scale version must be either smaller or larger. The original one is actually like smaller than the scale one. So how do you find the scale, or how do you find the original length? Let's gonna take the length of 5 and the scaled at the original 5 centimeters, scaled 2 centimeters. How you gonna get the scale? I mean, you're gonna take the original, divide by the scale length. Then you're gonna get it. 5 divided by 2, that's the ratio to it. How do you find the scaled length? Let's take the same thing, but now you know the scale and the original length. The length is 5 centimeters, right? So this time, you're gonna multiply with scale. Taking the original length, multiply with the scale. So 5 times 5. So now we're gonna take 5 times 5 divided by 2. Just 5 divided by 2, like, wait, am I wrong? Or was it divide? So I'm gonna divide it. 5 divided by 5 divided by 2. Turn it right side down. 5 multiplies 2 divided by 5. So 5 multiplied by 2 equals 10 divided by 5 equals 2. So that's the scale. How I scale into original with the scale. Take the scale times, now take this scale times the scale. 2 times 5 divided by 2 equals 2 times 5 equals 10 divided by 2 equals 5. So yeah, that's how you're gonna find it. To find this scale, you're gonna take the original and divide by the scale. To find the scale with the original and the scale, take the original and divide by the scale. Use scale and scale to find the original. Take the scale, multiply by the scale. There. Finally, we have scale factor with perimeter and area, the most hard part. So first, in the original form or scale form, you're gonna find the area or the perimeter. The perimeters, I don't think it's gonna change much. Maybe. For the area, it changes a lot. Let's say that you're gonna get the length of 4, the area of 49. Okay, 4 square. That's the scaled version. And you want to turn it back to the original version with a scale of, let's say, maybe 3. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Then usually you're gonna like take the scale and like, oh my God, was it so hard to remember this? It's like the usual way. Take the scale times the scale, but the scale has to be like affected by the same thing too. The area, it has the hat number, like the number on top of its head, like a hat, and so you're gonna multiply it by the same thing. So 49 square meters, right? Well, now I'm gonna take the scale and then multiply it by itself. 3 multiplied by itself, 9. 9, okay, I got it. Now I'm gonna take the scale and times the, what should I call it? Yes, the scale. Now, whatever the answer is, it's gonna still turns into the original length or area. Kind of lazy to multiply now. But thank you for listening and goodbye 6 time.